Okay, so the first thing we're gonna start off for the 70s makeup is foundation, but I just kind of felt like putting a powder on because I didn't really feel like doing all of my foundation for this look, and I just put on my Rock Republic powder, took some concealer because I have this awesome pimple right above my lip, and we're gonna use nude lipstick, so I didn't want it to like really stand out. Then I added and did my brows. This is Maybelline brow pencil, and I just filled them in, and then I combed through them to kind of make it a little bit more blendable. And then I'm using my Urban Decay New York City palette and mixing these two colors. Now, in a lot of photos, they had blue eyeshadow, and I'm sorry, I just cannot rock blue eyeshadow. That is not for me. So I went with a pink color because the dress or my costume is pink. And then I added a brow highlight. I noticed in a lot of the pictures, the brow highlight was like pretty crazy. But I just added the neutral one. Now, winged eyeliner is where it's at with the 70s. Almost every picture I've seen had girls with winged eyeliner, so I really over exaggerated the winged liner than I normally would. I normally would just do like a little swoop, but as you can see, I drew it out as far as I wanted to, and then I started connecting the thin line that I had already made, and then I also decided to make it thicker. I decided to also keep this in real time so you can kind of see how I do it and the process of doing it. And then here's the other side, but sped up. And then I added false lashes. They were all about the lashes, and basically they also had bottom lashes, or they didn't really put on mascara for the bottom lashes. So top eyelashes are definitely a must, and I use these to add more lashes and kind of make it look more full. And then when that started to dry, I went ahead and took Espresso by NYX. They almost use like a bronzer. If you look at a picture of Farrah Fawcett, she used almost a bronzer as like her blush. So this Espresso, it's a blush, but it's also a darker deep brown color. So I used that. And then I used a skin tone eyeliner to brighten up my eyes. And then this is the costume. And inside it comes with this headband. And just if you really wanted something quick and easy, use how your hair is, put it across your forehead to kind of make it that hippie, cute look, and it's super easy. And then don't forget nude lips. They either had bright lips or shiny nude lips. I don't own a glittery nude, so this will have to do. And this is what the first hairstyle would look like with the costume. It's pretty simple, and it comes with these kind of cute glasses. Alright, so if you wanted more of a retro, more complicated hairstyle, then this is for you. Go ahead and take a big chunk of your bangs or front piece and pin them aside. Same with the other side. I just twisted it and put a bobby pin in it just so I know where I need to tease and where the ponytail needs to start. Then I combed back where that extra hair was because this is where you're going to tease. If you already have volume, I guess you probably don't need to do this, but I really don't have volume and I definitely need to do this step. And I went ahead and back combed, kind of making a C motion as I was back combing. And I went ahead and just continued to tease the section until I thought it was teased enough. Put that forward, and then I went and grabbed the back section. You could do as many sections as you want. I only chose to do 2. And then I kind of cleaned up the teasing by adding the sections that didn't get teased. And then I combed it through to kind of smooth it out. Now I'm taking my bobby pins and pinning that up and kind of pushing up the bump. Push it up more than you probably think you need to, just in case it comes down. And I also did a crisscross motion. And then I took my bangs down, and you could just wear it like this if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and do the ponytail. You put 2 bobby pins on either side of it, and this is so the ponytail doesn't put your poof down. I learned this from some girl I watch on YouTube. I wish I can remember her name right now. But basically, you put all those bangs and you smooth it back as best as you can, and then you pin in the ponytail, and then you start wrapping that ponytail around with the elastic, and you just keep wrapping and wrapping until it's tight. And I think I went around like twice. And then you take your bobby pin and you pin it again. If you can, try and crisscross it with the other bobby pin that you have, but if you don't, then whatever. It's not a big deal. And then I went ahead and tightened it a little bit. And then I took out the bobby pins that were holding in my poof because now I'm pretty sure it's going to stay how it is. And I wanted to hide my ponytail, so I wrapped my hair around it and then I pinned it at the bottom just to hide the ponytail and make sure that it looks a little bit more clean. And then I went ahead and added the headband. You definitely don't need to, but I thought it would look cuter, and it comes with it, so why not? And then I kind of pulled up some of my sections, smoothed it out, brought my bangs a little bit more forward so they're not hidden. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to do a really awkward, like, I don't have a wheelie chair trying to give you a 360 view, but yeah, that's how the hair looks in the end. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cute and totally 70s. Now here is kind of like the outfit again if you wanted to wear your hair up, which I kind of advise because it does get super hot during Halloween. I don't know about y'all. And I think this costume is totally cute. I got tons of compliments on it, and on top of it, it's not that slutty. If you wanted to see what the costume is from, Dreamgirl 684. She also wore her hair a little different. If you could find these white boots, awesome. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a happy Halloween. Bye! Oh, and P.S. This makes a great couple's costume if he wants to be Austin Powers and you want to be Felicity Shagwell.